Hello guys, how are you? As we can see the title of today's play, it's Romeo and Juliet by our one and only William Shakespeare. The full name of the play is The Tragedy of Romeo and Juliet. And yes, it is a tragedy. It does have a very sad ending. And I think every viewer of my video must have heard this name, Romeo and Juliet. They are uh, They form an image of an ideal couple whenever you hear Romeo and Juliet. So let us start the video. Actually, Romeo and Juliet is story of rivalry between two families. The first family is Montague family and the second family is the Capulets family. Romeo belongs to Montague family whereas Juliet is from Capulets family. These family are at very hostile terms, and a relationship or marriage is not possible between these two families. So let us first understand who belongs to which family. For that, we will first start with Romeo. Romeo is from Montague family. He is a passionate young boy and falls with Juliet. The second is Juliet. She belongs from Capulet family. She is just 13 years old when she falls in love with Romeo. Then we have Lady Montague and Lord Montague. They are both Romeo. They are both Romeo's parents. Capulet and Lady Capulet are Juliet's parent, and they want to marry Juliet to Paris. Then we have Benvolio. Benvolio is Romeo's cousin and always act as a peacekeeper between the two families. He tries to resolve all the fights through peace. Then we have Tybalt. Tybalt is Juliet's cousin. He is very aggressive and quick to involve himself in a fight. The other characters of the play are Mercutio. Mercutio is Romeo's friend. He is witty, he is bold, and is famous for his Queen Mab speech in the play. He is eventually killed by Juliet's aggressive cousin Tybalt. Next we have Friar Lawrence. He is a priest who marry who marries Romeo and Juliet secretly. He marries them so that the hostility and the aggressiveness between both the family would end. He hopes that with the marriage of Romeo and Juliet, both the family may come close and their hostility would end. Then we have the nurse. She is caretaker and confidant of Juliet. She is supportive to Juliet while she plans to marry Romeo, but sometimes her approaches are impractical. Now, guys, let us start Act 1 of the play. At the starting of the act, we find that servants of both the families, Montagues and Capulets, are involved in a bitter fight or feud. Romeo has already fallen in love with a girl named Rosalind. Mercutio, Mercutio, his friend, in order to make Romeo more comfortable, takes him to a ball. and this ball was organized by Capulet's family. When Romeo meets Juliet in this ball, he forgets about Rosalind. He instantly falls in love with her, and this this proves the theory of love at first sight. He falls in love just by seeing Juliet. In this ball, Tybalt, the aggressive cousin of Juliet, recognizes Romeo. He is in a great rage, but Lord Capulet restrains him. He advises him that this is not the right time to catch a fight. Eventually, Romeo and Juliet get their moment and they share their first kiss. Though they still don't know the background of each other's family, and though we see that the love has grown in the act one of the play, but no character is aware of the ending which the play might have. We have the famous balcony scene in Act 2 of the play. Romeo is love struck and he wants to meet Juliet by all possible means. So he goes to Capulet's orchard and climbs to Juliet's balcony. Juliet, on the other hand, comes to her balcony and delivers her famous balcony speech. While they are in the balcony talking to each other, they confess their love and decide to marry secretly. They take help of Friar Lawrence, a priest, and they wed quickly. Their wedding is done. They hope that their wedding would end the family feud of Capulets and Montag. So the wedding has finally been done, and only Friar Lawrence, the nurse of Juliet and Romeo, knows about this marriage. Act 3 of the play begins with Tybalt challenging Romeo for a feud. Romeo refuses this fight because after marrying Juliet, he sees Tybalt also as a family member. To save the reputation of Montague family, Mercutio, who is Romeo's friend, involves get involved in a fight with Tybalt. In this fight, Tybalt kills Mercutio. This brings Romeo into a great rage. Romeo is very angry and kills Tybalt to take revenge of his friend's death. Juliet is devastated and is torn between the grief of death of Tybalt and also his her love for Romeo. Romeo is awarded banishment for the crime he did for killing, which is killing Tybalt. And before banishment, Romeo goes to Juliet's room and they spend a night together, confessing their love with each other. The Act 4 of the play, Romeo and Juliet, make us go through the plan which Juliet and Friar Lawrence had made for union of Romeo and Juliet. At the start of the act, we find that Juliet's parents have arranged a marriage for Juliet with Paris. Though Juliet does not want to marry Paris as she is already married to Romeo. She goes for help to Friar Lawrence, the priest. He provides her with a plan. He gives her a magic potion which if she drinks would remain unconscious for 42 hours. And for these 42 hours, people would think that she is dead. Meanwhile, Romeo would be informed, and when Juliet wakes up, she would flee away with Romeo. Juliet takes this potion and lays unconscious in the house. Her parents think that she has taken poison and was dead. The Act 5 of the play Romeo and Juliet is one of the most tragic acts written by William Shakespeare. The act starts with Romeo, who is unaware of the plan of, of Juliet's unconsciousness. He hears from Balthasar that Juliet is dead. Romeo is in a devastating condition right now. He buys poison for himself while he returned to Verona. At Julius' tomb, Romeo meets Paris, who was selected by Juliet's parents to marry Juliet. There is a fight between Romeo and Paris. Romeo kills Paris, though he is very much devastated by Juliet's death. When he feels that Juliet would never be with her, he drinks the poison and dies just beside her grave. Juliet wakes after the effect of poison had finished on her. She finds Romeo lying dead just beside her. In grief and agony, she stabs herself with a dagger and she also dies. The family, on knowing the death of Romeo and Juliet, are devastated. They are grief stricken. And they finally decide to end the feud which has led to such a great tragedy. So at last we have come to an end of the play, The Tragedy of Romeo and Juliet. This play has a very sad ending. Though their chief characters, Romeo and Juliet, are still symbol for youthful love. The play is said to be first performed around 1596 and is considered one of the famous plays which also include Hamlet and Macbeth. I hope that you liked my video and please do subscribe to my channel Vivek Angrezi Kumar. Bye bye. See you at the next video.